you inspired me a lot with your personal story. You didn't tell a lot about that,
Yeah.
your changes, but I have to tell you that there were a lot of times when I was like, okay, look at this girl, she did it.
Oh my God. I'm getting
Really.
goosebumps. Hello, everyone. My name is Alina, and welcome to the new episode of Yoga with Alina, the coffee break, the podcast that I've created to talk about yoga business, all things there are. And this is the first time that we're actually doing a recording over Zoom with a person I'm extremely excited to have a chat with. And do you go by Anastasia or Naista? How do you want?
Anastasia.
Anastasia. Okay, good. So I'm here with Anastasia. She's going to introduce herself because she's also a yoga teacher, businesswoman, entrepreneur, mother, and wears lots and lots of many hats. And yeah, so introduce yourself first, and then we'll talk more about topic, and I'll introduce the topic a little bit later. Go for it.
Hi, Alina, and everyone. I'm so excited to be here, and thank you for this beautiful opportunity to talk here about all that. My name is Anastasia, and I'm a celebrity yoga teacher. I live in LA, and I have a lot of clients with whom I work in person, and also I love to create some beautiful events here. Also, I'm a founder and a designer of a lingerie brand and maybe in future fashion brands. We're gonna expand our line. I'm a mother and I'm a woman. I'm a goddess. I'm a creator, and I'm so excited to be here with you today.
I'm so happy that you're here. So, to introduce the topic briefly, this podcast episode is called Sexualizing Yoga. And when I thought about, and I'll talk a little bit more about why I thought about that topic because of something that happened quite recently. But I knew that literally you're the person I want to talk about it with, because you're, all the listeners, please, and those who watch us on YouTube as well, go and check out Anastasia's page on Instagram, because that's the true goddess vibes. And this is where I get inspiration for, I don't know, it's sexuality, it's sensuality, it's the acceptance of body, of, I don't know, everything that it means to be a woman, really. And I've been watching you for years doing this work of empowering women through this, that internal power that we have, all of us have, but kind of society pushes it down a little bit and looks down on it. So in a lot of ways, your work is to reverse that, and I really, really appreciate it. But especially in the yoga world, when you say that you're a yoga teacher and a pretty one, people start looking at you differently. That's true. Like, it's just crazy. So back to why I first started thinking about this topic a couple of months ago, different yoga pages on Instagram started reposting a lot of, did you see it? Yeah, a lot of posts of me doing different poses, and it's like 10 best poses for hips and stuff like that. And that's me doing poses, and it's actually not a bathing suit, by the way. People, it's not a bathing suit. It's just an aloe yoga onesie. Yeah, onesie, call them onesie. It's something that they have created for yoga. I'm not joking. So for all the people saying, why is she doing yoga in this? Guys, this was created for yoga. But anyways, beyond the point, I made a mistake of going and looking through comments. Oh my God. oh my God, I'm talking about it right now. My hands are shaking. I was like, never again. I heard that, well, and the majority of those comments had nothing to do with yoga, had nothing to do with the information given in those pictures, in those videos, in the description to those posts. All of that was about my butt, about what I was wearing, and what I should be doing wearing this and doing those poses. So why? Why do you go to a yoga page and you look at a yoga teacher and you start just objectifying her and sexualizing her, even though she's actually giving you some valuable content, for crying out loud? What is wrong with people? So yes, that's my story. Have you ever had anything like, well, I'm sure you have. Share your stories because again, you're gorgeous and I see your videos of doing yoga and I personally think this is so beautiful. This is so sensual and sexual and these are not bad things for me. But holy shit, really? What people make of it is so ugly.
It's true. It's true. It's ugly. And the thing is, I think the problem is around all that is the perception of sexuality and sex in our society. Because people connect sex with something dirty, with something bad. Like it's a taboo topic. Like it's something that we have to hide, we have to be ashamed of. But in reality, this is how we exist here, right?
Yeah.
It's just so obvious, actually, right? And all this tension, all this taboo, on this, all this perspective of seeing dirty, bad things around sex, and that it is a bad thing or shameful thing, creating all that tension and all that problems, actually. You know, all that, oh my God, she's in Onzi doing yoga. Woo! Like, so what?
Yeah.
What's going on around that, right? For me, in my reality, in my world, in my, I don't know, perception, sex is absolutely beautiful, divine, spiritual practice.
It is. I mean, there's like practices like Tantra, right? And it has like different variations, obviously, but it is also a practice, actually, just like yoga.
Exactly. And as a mother, I have a lot of questions about how I'm going to teach my son about sex and what I'm going to say and at what age and blah, 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 blah. And I always said, come on, sex is about love, is about creation, is about energy, is about, I mean, it's sexual energy is all about creation. It's all about creative energy. It's all about life. It's all about existence. It's all about beauty.
Yeah.
That's my point of view. And this is what trying to show in my Instagram and in my social media. This is what I'm talking about. And first of all, I think that the problem around sexualization of yoga and woman's body is the perspective of how we see it. It's how we talk about that, how we do it, right? We don't think that it's something, it's a spiritual practice. It's a connection. It's something beautiful. It's something amazing. It's about love. We like society put us in this, I don't know, box of porn industry.
They put the boundaries. You can say anything here. Yeah. This is super free platform.
Yeah. Okay, beautiful. So yeah, like we all know this scenarios about fitness teachers, yoga teachers, and blah blah blah. So This is how they see us doing yoga, right?
Yeah.
For
So
them,
basically, they
for
see
them.
like yoga as sex, which is the weirdest part is that I was thinking about it as I was coming here. Yoga was created by men for men. And whatever happened after, when it came to, well, I mean, it was,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
we're not going
yeah.
super far, but
Okay.
the yoga that as we practice it today, right? The yoga practice, first it was men, and it was it women were not doing that. So when it came to the West, that's when women started doing it. And I'm like, where in that transition people decided that it looks like people are doing sex or practicing, I don't know. And somehow it just started intertwining those two.
I guess it's, first of all, it's social media. I believe so, because we start to creating content and like people can see the spread of information. That's what I mean. Yeah, people started to see how you move. You can move slowly. You can move like flowing, right? And before that, obviously, yoga class. It's something where you're concentrating on your inner self, inner being, inner space, and you're in class and blah, blah, blah. So, with all that content creation, of course, it's become such a entertaining video about how you can move your body and
Well,
all
with all
that.
that, it's also like sex sells, right? So if we want to sell something
Exactly.
through Instagram, let's put it that way,
Exactly.
it's a part of the game.
It's exactly what I wanted to say. And the thing is that there is no life without sexual energy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we all are sexual beings. And we all creating and speaking through our bodies, we are what the world for that. Okay, so we want to, like, sexual energy is flowing through our bodies, through our minds, through our creations, and everything that exists here, right? So as a yogis, as people who are connecting our physical bodies, our souls, our hearts, our energies, we're constantly working on the high vibrational living, right? When we're practice yoga, when we're doing this. So there is no way you can separate it.
Yeah. So basically it's just about embracing it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There is no way you can, I mean, even if you're gonna wear, I don't know what, a bag.
Yes.
You know,
I already learned that today.
You will radiate this energy, this sexual energy, because sexual energy is not a porn energy.
No, it's
you
actually,
know what I mean?
I know.
It's not about that. It's about creation. It's about sensuality. It's about orgasmic living. When I'm saying that orgasmic living, it's not about constantly watching porn, and jerking off. It's not about that. It's about enjoying and being aware and being focused on the present moment, what's going on right now, and feel it and
and in a lot of ways, this is exactly what yoga is about. And I remember I thought about it. You did a live with someone about orgasmic living. I remember that one. I watched it. I was not live. I watched the recording later, but it was very, very interesting. And that's another thing. That's yogic way of life in a lot of ways. That's what yoga philosophy teaches you, to be in the present moment, and just kind of like to embrace whatever is happening. Right. So just being, I don't know, channeling, I guess. Right. Being that channel for the energy.
We are the channels for that creative energy.
Yeah.
And the creative energy is sexual energy. And you can't separate it. Because when you have sex, you can create a human. Actually, you know what I mean? Not only in the physical way, right? And you're creating. Again, you can't separate it. It's very interesting because when you are just start to do yoga, you become so aware of how your body feels, what's going on in your mind. You start to see yourself. You start to be aware of what's going on with you, inside of you, how you feel, what do you want, what's your desires. And through that connection, you can open huge source of energy to create your life as you want it.
Yeah.
But this energy, it's a sexual energy. It's an energy of creation. It's nothing. It's have nothing to do with porn. Yeah. And how people try to connect yoga videos, yoga practice with the porn industry. It's just.
I mean, I guess just like everything, whatever people think, it's on them, right? And whatever we think of ourselves, it's on us. It's just that really for me, it's about, I guess, embracing and not falling for, those, not falling into the pit of what other people think, and just keep going and keep educating. I guess this is why your work is so valuable, what you're doing, especially for women. There has to be someone who educates men as well. I swear to God, but the truth is a lot of those comments did come from women. And a lot of that does come from women. I'm like, you're my sister. Like, why are you doing this? Why are you putting me down right now? And that was just so interesting for me to watch. Well, again, I'm not watching it anymore because I don't think that my nervous system
don't read your don't read comments
not anymore.
Social media.
No.
Rule number one of a blogger: don't read it. But yes. I know what you're talking about, and it's very sad. And this is what I'm creating here, right? I don't do it on OnlyFans.
Yeah,
I do it here in Instagram as well, because mean comments from women, it's just the saddest thing in my practice, because that means that they suppress themselves a lot.
They're not accepting themselves. Yeah.
Yes, and they're not accepting themselves, and also they are playing this game of let's say patriarchy world, where you're just an object and you're serving man with your, I don't know, with your beauty, with your energy, with your time, with yourself, right? And it's absolutely disgusting situation.
And
again,
they're not
society.
Taking ownership of what they have, right? What they're giving for this, what they're presenting into this world. They have absolutely no ownership of that. And that is something that I wish to change, because this is where the power is at, right? This is the source of our power, just owning what we have and kind of, connecting with that, and then, I don't know, sending it out into the world.
But that the thing why men trying to stop us from doing that, because it's very scary when a woman owns her power.
Yeah. That is scary.
She's unstoppable, and there is, because, the thing is, I'm always saying that actually woman rules the world. Actually. Not a man. And if you think Otherwise, you don't know how powerful you are as a woman. So, yeah, I believe so, and it's my experience
A
in
lot
my
of us
life.
are scared of our powers, right?
Of course,
Yeah.
it's because there is with the power, it's responsibility as well. You know that, and you have to be responsible of what you are creating. And this is the same topic. Um, if you're creating this tension around your sexuality, around your body, and you're trying to hide it, you're ashamed of breastfeeding on public, and you are saying with this shame, you're saying, yes, my boobs are sexual objects. It's not for feeding my baby. You know, when the woman like hiding herself, you're accepting these rules, you're accepting this game. But in reality, your breasts created to feed a baby.
Yeah.
You know, first of all.
And then the rest is.
And then and the rest is so what? You can't move as you want to move. You can't do yoga as you want to do yoga. You can't flow. You can't feel good just because it's too sexy. You know what I mean?
And what is too sexy? Yeah, for who? Who decides on that? Who, like, exactly. Is that, again, it's the porn industry that has created some sort of, I don't know, I guess, images and patterns. And anytime we come remotely close to those images or patterns, we think that it's that. But there's so many angles and so many different, parts of it. Why not? Again, I love that we kind of started the conversation with this. Sexual energy is everything. It's the creation.
It's everything.
It's everything.
This, I don't know, that everything that we have here, it's created by sexual energy.
And that is why it's so powerful, and this is why it is actually so attractive, and that is why people are so scared of that. I'm actually loving how it all starts to align in my head, because I like these conversations, when you just start talking and you just kind of figure things out for yourself. It's very interesting how it just all comes together, really. Because especially in terms of being scared of your own power, I remember when I decided that I'm gonna restart my YouTube, that I'm gonna do the platform and then later podcast, there were really moments when I would just walk on the street, and all of a sudden it would hit me and I'm like, oh my God, what am I doing? I'm gonna have to keep doing can I? Of course I can. Of course I can do it. And then you just start questioning yourself and you get so scared. And I was very lucky. I am very lucky because I have amazing people around me who just, keep hyping me up and say, yeah, of course you can do it. Of course. And that keeps me going. But yeah, there are moments when it's like, oh my God, can I really do this? Can I really do this? This is so scary. And I guess it's the same with everything. And I'm sure you've had it, your the bathing suit and lingerie company, and that has been, you've had changes in life also over the last year, lots of new things that happened. How are you with it, by the way?
I'm just came back to my power. It's always there. Your power is always there, but the thing is how you use it, right? Yeah. And where is your focus and where you put it. So it's been a while. So I was teaching yoga for 10 years. And we were traveling the world with my family, and I was teaching in Bali and in Thailand and in Europe and everywhere. And when we came here, I was with a little baby, and my focus was all in him. And the story behind that yoga, by the way, helped me to embrace and to build that sexual energy, that creative energy. Because before I started my yoga journey, I was diagnosed with infertility. I don't know where I started to tell all this.
No, go for it.
Let's keep talking about that. This is actually, it's aligned so perfectly with this topic, because before yoga, I was diagnosed with infertility, and doctor said, never, just forget about that. We don't know what to do with you. Forget about that. And it was very hard because I was married and I wanted to have kids so badly. But I was so suppressed, my sexual energy was so suppressed. And I went to my first yoga teacher training to Rishikesh, and there I heard our philosophy yoga teacher said, you can heal your body within 9 months, just as you create a baby inside of your womb. This is how you can heal your body when you're outside the womb as well, if you don't sabotaging the process. And it hit me so. I was like, it was exactly what I was looking for, the answer, and I found it in yoga philosophy, and it worked. Within 7 months, I changed my lifestyle, my stress level. I quit all the workouts, and I keep doing yoga for all these months only, and meditating. And I healed myself completely through yoga, nutrition, and I changed my lifestyle and my perspective. And yoga helped me a lot to restore my hormonal balance and create this creative, but you know what I mean, energy. And this is how I had my baby, actually.
It's the life flow, right? Prana.
Life flow.
Yeah.
Prana, life flow.
How amazing, how connected everything is, right? It's all the same.
Yes, and what's dirty about that? What's bad about that? Look,
nothing.
Right? Exactly. And we have a very interesting conversation. I don't know if you will be okay with that, but I'm going to tell the story. So when I gave birth to my son, we had the conversation with our midwife, and my husband said, so how we can have a sex, because he's always with us, this little baby, he's always in the same room, and I feel he's a like innocent angel, and like I feel like it's something, and she said, what's bad about that? You're creating love, you're making love, you're creating these hormones, you're creating this energy. There is nothing bad about sex. It's beautiful. This is how you created this innocent angel. And actually, sex is innocent.
Yeah.
And all that, and it was for us, it was like, whoa, actually, it's true. And she said, because I gave birth in Bali, and there, again, people are very, very spiritual. It's not like in the West, when you're connecting yoga with porn industry, right? And
no, it's very different.
It's very different. And she said, a lot of my clients, they're breastfeeding their babies while they're making sex with their partners.
Wow. I have not heard of that.
You know why? Because the love hormones.
Right. They would go into milk. Oh my God.
Exactly. All this oxytocin, all that beautiful. I mean, how beautiful is that?
That is very interesting. I have to think about it though.
Can we see sex? Can we see love? Can we see beauty and all that?
Wow.
You know what I mean? So yeah, when we're flowing in our videos, in our onzis that was creating, it's nothing to do with
I think it's beautiful. I personally think it's beautiful.
Me too. And I love to watching this. I love to see how how you can use your body, how you can move your body, how connected you with your body, with your breath, with your soul, how you can create more beauty. This is, for me, this is why we are here as a woman, to bring more beauty, to bring more love to this world, because men, they have this tendency to destroy everything. Natural, it's true. Why you're laughing? Because they
No,
have this
I'm laughing
energy,
because it's true, because they do destroy a bunch of stuff.
right? And we as a woman, we have to bring this beauty, this love, this sensuality, right, in this world. And this is the purpose. This is what we are making when we are creating these beautiful videos with our beautiful bodies. When we are touching ourselves, we are showing people that actually you have to start with loving yourself. Don't be afraid to touch yourself. Don't be afraid to enjoy yourself. Don't be afraid to film yourself and then watch yourself and love it.
That's true, because if you don't know your body, and I've only recently really started understanding that, maybe, I don't know, maybe it's been a couple of years for me, really, when I realized that I don't really, I barely know myself. And, I obviously, I see myself in the mirror, I know how I look, I know what I eat, I know what I do, but I don't really know what I was very lucky early on to know what I want to do and to have found yoga and all that. So that's mostly luck. It's not something that I consciously discovered for myself. That just kind of happened. But, not even knowing, what is it that you like? I never realized how important physical touch for me is. And I learned recently, not for everyone it is that important, but for me, I cannot live without it. I physically cannot live without it. I need, I need hugs, and I need to be able to touch another human being. Thank God I have my dog. At least she's like another human being for me. If there's no one else, I can just, just start hugging her. At least that. But physical touch is so important. And it sounds like it's a very simple thing to know about yourself, but I really didn't know it for a very long time. And again, it just maybe a couple of years now that I figured it out. I'm like, I cannot function without actually having that in my life always present. And now it's almost like a practice, right? It's like living, breathing, eating. Well, yes, you need hugs. At least, well, me.
Yes, yes. You need hugs. You need this flow, with other people. And sometimes we put so much tension around that, right? So,
yeah.
For example, in India, how I look like right now with open shoulders, I'm too sexy. But you, when your shoulders are closed but your belly is open,
my belly's open, my boobs are out pretty much,
but you're not sexy because your shoulders are closed.
And
that's
very interesting.
All that, it's just
cultural differences. And again, it's someone tells someone something, and then everyone starts believing it. But unless you know for yourself what is true for you and what is it that that's literally the only reason.
Yes. And the thing is that I have a lot of comments that what I'm doing is I'm attracting men or sugar daddies,
I'm sorry for cutting you on this, but who's your audience? The majority, you probably know this. Is it women or is it men?
Yeah, it is women.
Women, that's what I thought. That's the thing, guys. We're not attracting men like that, because mine is women too. We're empowering women. That's what we're doing.
Yes. And this is what I'm answering all the time when people asking me, why don't you want to do an OnlyFans? You can make so much money there. And I was like, I'm not here to entertain men.
Yeah.
I'm here to empower women. to accept themselves, that you are sensual. You don't have to be to be as a man, in this life. You have to accept that you are gentle, you are beautiful, you are sensual, you can move very beautiful and all that. And you don't have to hide yourself.
And
This
that's
is
the
the
thing
thing.
also, right? If somebody doesn't feel it, the idea is that you can do whatever you feel like, whatever you feel is right for you, right? So what both you and I are showing, that doesn't have to be the expression for everyone, but the empowerment comes from knowing that you can express yourself in the way that you want, and it can look different for everyone. It really can. And I mean, it should, right? And it is. But that's where the power comes from, that you're allowing yourself to actually feel, to be, to create again. I love that we're using this word so much. I love it.
Yes, me too. And this is the thing, right? Society is screaming right now. My body is my choice. I can do with my body whatever I want. So I can do with my body whatever I want. If I want to feel myself doing a beautiful flow on the beach in my swimsuit, in my bikini,
Why
why I
not?
can't do this? Why I'm judged as a poor slut, whatever it is, right? Why?
Yeah.
It's not about that. Why I can do this with my body? Why I can't enjoy my body? Why I can't show the beauty of yoga, of the beauty of practice, the beauty of living, of life through that, right? Why people judge me this way?
I read this post on Instagram just literally yesterday or the day before yesterday about so the woman, she was writing that what is wrong? I'm always the same person, right? So today my boobs are bigger and they're showing a little bit more than they were yesterday. But yesterday, when I was wearing something that was covering me like up to my throat, everyone thought that I was one person. But then once I wear something else, it's almost like people see me as a completely different person. Not almost, as if they assume that I'm a completely different person, right? But I have not changed. I am me. I'm the same person. And it's not about how I dress and how I
Exactly.
move, right? So, yeah, being judged for just the way that what you wear while you're moving a certain way is something that has to be really changed. But I guess with
Exactly.
this episode of podcast, my main goal is for everyone who listens to just know that you have to embrace what you feel is right. And you have to just go for it, because society cannot tell you. And it's not that a certain particular person is wrong. It's just that the only person who's right for you is you. And
Exactly.
that's the scary part, but it's also a beautiful, beautiful part, I feel.
It's about responsibilities, because if you're showing up as you want it, you will deal with responsibility, and yes, you will it's gonna happen with you. So someone gonna judge you, someone gonna tell you something mean, but it's worth it. It's worth it so much. And again, you're talking about this gorgeous human being who are talking about how she looks like and all that. What is she wearing? And so again, what's wrong with our skin? What's wrong with our bodies? We all have the same complication.
We have the same bodies. I a while back also saw somewhere this girl, she got a question. She has like very sexy pictures out there online, and she got asked question, how are you not scared to post them? She's like, well, I have everything everyone else has. There's
Exactly.
nothing new.
Right? So, and it's the root. It's the root of this perception. What's wrong with your body? Why I have to be ashamed of my skin, of my body, of my organs, of me, of my naked
Yes.
body, of my nudity, right? Why? What's wrong with that? This is another topic about Instagram and that rules that it's creating, right? So, and how we can't monetize our content because there is too much skin.
Really? I didn't know that. I don't post with too much skin. Yeah. Well,
in
general.
Yeah, I know, but this is the rule. And
I didn't know that.
yeah, I know that because they constantly like banning me or do all this stuff. And yeah, like as a mother, as a creator of another human being, I had so much questions why my son is always without clothes. And I was like,
you guys were living in Bali. That's normal.
We were living in Bali, we were living in Thailand, and but it's normal even here, you know. Again, if you're somewhere where it's so cold, then of course the thing you have to put it on. But what should I tell to my son? This part of your body is bad? You have to hide it? Or what? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of course, there is society, exceptions and rules and everything. And I'm teaching him that this and that and all that. But in general, let's think about that. What's wrong with these parts? Maybe because we are hiding this too much. There is so much tension around that. And when people see us moving our bodies, they're like freaking out because we are hiding that at the first place. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because they usually don't see the bodies, and they usually don't see the bodies moving beautifully somewhere outside of the places where it's considered to be a norm. Right. Well, porn, yeah. Or like, well, I'm also thinking about like dance studios maybe, or like ballet, right? Because ballet is still kind of, there are questions about that, and there are lots of comments about that as well always. But still, I guess just because yoga is, yeah. And also same with personal trainers and stuff like that, because there's so many, how do you call it? I start forgetting words now. Okay, that's it. I need a vacation. All right,
it's okay.
Scratch all that.
Again, right? What the thing is, it just came to my mind that again, all this cycle industry, for example, men, they are wearing these shorts when you can literally see what's going on inside of these shorts. But who gonna say, oh my God, you're too sexy, or you're just showing off that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, why you're wearing that? You have to wear something more wide and all that, right?
Yes.
While you're moving in your shorts, while you're cycling in your shorts, or while you're, I don't know.
So true.
Training. Why? No one's staring there, you know, like,
well, I
he's
do
walking and yes, but you know what I mean. Me too. Come on, of course. But why not?
I'm so curious how many times I blushed during this conversation. I feel like a lot. It's not on purpose. Like I'm fine with the conversation, but still, even though, right, I initiated this topic, I'm sitting here and blushing. What the hell is wrong? But anyways,
you need it. You need to talk about that, obviously, right?
No, the thing is, it's very, again, like I like talking about it, and I like making it a norm to talk about it, because just the other day also I was with a very close friend of mine, and we started talking about sex, and she's like, yeah, let's not go there. I'm like, we talk about everything all the time. I'm like, hey, what is happening? And she's like, well, just not comfortable. Like, what? What?
Yes. This is the truth of what's going on with the woman right now, because I have a friend. She's my closest friend, and she's a mother of two, and she just got divorced, and she's 35, and she's just starting to explore her sexual life, her sexuality, what she likes, what she doesn't like.
I really relate to that, actually. Yeah.
But she has two kids. She was married for 15 years, and she just starting to enjoy sex. She just starting to be aware of what her needs.
That is amazing.
Because again, porn industry and society teaches us that we have to serve him first.
Yeah.
We have to do all to pleasure him. And this is how they see us doing yoga there, that we are pleasing them, but we are not.
We're not.
We are not. We're enjoying ourselves and empowering other women.
We're enjoying our bodies,
to enjoy themselves freely, like, just to enjoy, and just to allow to live your life in joy with yourself, with others, with nature. And this is very interesting, because through this, again, through yoga, as you said, I didn't know what I like, what I want, what brings me joy, right? And it's not only about this regular everyday's life. It's about your sex life as well. To allow yourself, enjoy it.
Yes.
Feel your pleasure. Have your pleasure. Ask for your pleasure. Right?
Own it.
Own it.
Yes.
Right? It's your responsibility.
No one is getting. Yes, your responsibility. That's also one of the newer things that I'm learning. Like, hey, who else cares about it? You are the person who cares about it. Like, this is your responsibility, and you have to know yourself for that, and you have to explore yourself before to explore. Like, you have to accept and embrace first. So yes, guys, whoever is listening to this, accept, explore, and really, really enjoy it, and don't shy away from because somebody says something, because of this society telling you that something is wrong, because nothing is wrong if you feel that it's right, really. Does it make sense?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And yoga is a beautiful tool to reconnect with yourself.
Yeah.
To learn all these things about yourself. What do you want? What do you don't want? What do you like? What do you don't like? What do you want to feel? How you want to feel it? How you want to be it? And it's amazing how we can be in our inner space, right? Without and hold our attention inside without being distracting from what's going on outside, right? This is what we do. This is what we teach with you, right? Every class, every time. Don't look to others. What's going on outside of your yoga mat, outside of your body, outside of your mind, outside of your soul or your heart. Reconnect with yourself. This is what yoga is about. And this is what we are showing on our videos, how we are connected with ourselves.
Exactly. I feel like it's a beautiful place to kind of finish this conversation, just in terms of the topic. But before we kind of say bye and everything, I want to give you the stage for a little bit, because I know that I have some people in LA, and just in general, I think that you're an incredible person, human being, and all that. Tell where they can find you. What is it that you're doing right now? Your projects, the yoga events, because the last one was 2 days ago. Oh my God, so beautiful. It was. Say, I'm gonna give you the stage to talk a little bit about that, and then we'll wrap this episodes.
Okay, thank you so much. Yes, so I'm doing a beautiful self-care events, one-day self-care events in Malibu every month. It's absolutely gorgeous location in the middle of all nature sources and everything on the hills. You can see sky, you can see the ocean, you can see you're on the level of the clouds, and we're practicing there. We are doing breath work, yoga, flow, meditations, sound healing. We have a pool there, and we have
I
a
want to travel for the
gorgeous.
next one.
Please come, and yeah, why not?
When is the
Really,
next
and
one?
it's gonna be in October. I think in the first days of
Hmm.
October, something like
All right,
that.
we'll talk more about
Maybe
it. Who
you can
knows?
stay at my place, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
I'll take you up on
yeah,
that offer,
and
actually.
thank you. Yes, you can. Please come. So yeah, this is my beautiful project, and it's so amazing because I think it's the best place to do yoga, and I'm teaching there in this best place for doing yoga. And
I
I'm like,
feel you.
oh, yes, girl, you did it.
Yep.
So I'm very happy about that event. It's amazing. It's such a beautiful recharge for the next week. We're always doing it on weekend, and it's gorgeous. It's so fulfilling and beautiful events. And I'm showered with love after the last one because they're so grateful. And I'm like, oh,
That's
the best thing.
amazing. And
Yeah.
yeah, that's I mean, you haven't taught yoga events for a while.
Yeah,
So
in person
I was
yoga. Yeah.
so happy when you started announcing that. I was like, yes, she's doing
Thank
that.
you. Yes, and I love it. I love it. It brings me so much joy. But when I got pregnant with Ocean, my son's name Ocean, I feel like I have to put all this energy in words. And first years, I just nurtured him, and now I'm ready for this exchange,
Share
right?
again and
Share
give.
again. Yes,
Yes.
and give and receive and all that. So yes, this is about yoga special events. Every week I teach on Saturdays in dancing studio, by the way, 88 LA. It's amazing yoga studio as well. Not yoga studio, dancing studio, and I teach there. And yeah, I have my private clients, and I have a few spots for now. What else? Also, Lily Koi is my lingerie brand. We are about to launch our autumn drop. It's it's also yoga inspired because yoga reconnect me with my body so much that I just can't wear something that felt bad on me and wrong,
Yeah.
that harm, cause harm on my body. Like all these wires here and something uncomfortable when you're taking off your panties and you have this ugly
Oh, yeah.
marks, because your blood
I
flow
feel like
is
it's
so
against self-love. Like, if we're talking about self-love,
ahimsa.
you are just literally hurting your body. When I take something off and I see that I have marks, I'm like, that's not coming up again anytime soon, because just no. No, I want to be
Yes,
comfortable.
exactly. And this is how I created my brand and my pieces and lingerie sets for women to feel good, to feel beautiful, to reconnect with themselves without harm. Do not to serve or please anyone with that. Of course, you can wear
They're beautiful.
this
The
beautiful.
sets are amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. You can wear it for a special occasion, right? Just to take it off, but you can wear it without any harm
Yeah.
because this is what yoga taught me. Be be very gentle with yourself. Start with yourself. Start to love yourself. Start to take care of yourself. Start to allow yourself to live in joy, in comfort,
Yeah.
in in every aspect of your life. Create this for yourself first. And this is how you can inspire other people to create this for themselves, to showing how to love yourself.
Exactly.
Right?
Yes. That's
This is
amazing.
where you can find me in my Instagram,
Yeah, and
Anastasia
I'm gonna put
Thriving.
Instagram on the video under in the description to
Thank
this
you.
podcast, both Spotify, and it's also gonna be on Apple Podcasts, and the video version is on the YouTube.
Ooh,
It's
wow.
everywhere. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's everywhere.
Oh my God, you're doing such a great job, and of course, I'm watching you all the different stages of you through Instagram as well, and I'm so proud of
Can
you.
I actually?
And I'm
yeah, go for it. And then I'm gonna say something.
I feel like we are moving in like very close to each other with our events in our lives.
Yeah.
Let's say like that. And I'm happy to support you. I'm happy to inspire you. I'm happy to be here for you. And I know you inspired me a lot with your personal story. You didn't tell a lot about that, your changes, but there I have to tell you that there were a lot of times when I was like, okay, look at this girl, she did it.
Oh my God. I'm getting
Really,
goosebumps.
Yeah, not yoga related, by the way.
I understand. I understand what you're talking. I know
about.
exactly what you're talking about, because so just for everyone who listened to this point right now, you deserve to understand that this is actually our first video conversation, I think. I don't know, but I think so.
Yeah.
And I don't remember how long I have been following you on Instagram. I want to say from like 2017 or something along those lines, and I don't remember how I found you. I actually, maybe I was at a certain point, I was taking a lot of different courses, how to like develop Instagram and what. I think from one of those, and I think I even know from which one. But I think from one of those courses. And this is how because I saw that there's a girl in LA, and you had just moved to LA back then, I think. And this is how I started following you. But I didn't really, you know how Instagram doesn't show you like people that you follow all the time. So there was a long time when I didn't see you in my feed. And then I made an appointment to get a tattoo in Los Angeles. You know where this one is going, right?
Yeah.
And it was literally the morning before my tattoo ceremony. For everyone listening, guys, it's the one on my right forearm, the yantra one, that was done by Anastasia's husband. So, and then when I realized that, and literally that morning, I think when I saw you in my feed, and you posted something with your husband, and I'm like, oh my God, okay. And that's how he and I met, obviously, because I got the tattoo. But then we started talking. I don't know in which part of this process you started following me, but then we started talking, and I also did your was it, I don't know, course or something? Yeah, course, nutrition.
Real clean course.
Yes, I did the course nutrition. So anyways, we have like a very long history of supporting each other and following each other's journey. But just like I mentioned before, I created this podcast to sit down with people that I want to sit down with, and I never really got a chance, and this is going to be my excuse forever. So yes, I'm serious. It's an amazing excuse.
Okay.
So yes, thank you so much.
Thank you, my love. I'm so inspired by you. You have to know that.
Me too.
I love you.
I'm inspired by you.
I appreciate you. Yes, this is the best flow. This is how women should talk with each other.
Absolutely.
I guess, and feel about each other. Thank you so much. I hope you like how the flow of our
that was amazing. I really enjoyed it.
Me too. If you want to add something or talk about something specific, let's talk about that.
Okay. Well, I think we're good. I thank you so much for agreeing to do this, and thank you so much for your time.
It's my pleasure. Come on,
absolutely
it's my pleasure.
enjoyed it so much. Thank you. Спасибо тебе, дорогая.
Thank you.